Hi, it's me again. I'm back with another video. It's been a long time and I just didn't feel like recording because, I want to get a new camera, but I'm also trying to save up for, a trip that I want to go on this year. So I'm trying to hold out on unnecessary expenses. Plus the camera still works. I just don't like it anymore. So basically what I want to talk about today is a topic that keeps coming up against my will on social media. And this is about women, but I don't want to make it seem like how do I say? I'm not trying to come at this from like a misogynist angle. It's just like women who date men who hate them and men who are in relationships with women they resent. And I feel like the big couple that everyone keeps talking about with this recently is DDG and Halle Bailey. Now, they are not together anymore. And it seems like he's always been envious of her shining and being bright. And in a lot of instances, like from the clips I've seen, I'm like, this man has always hated her. Even when they first got together, I was not really a fan because I love Halle. I think she's so beautiful and her voice is amazing. And I was a casual fan of Chloe and Halle, and Halle just has always been my favorite member of the duo. So to see how this man has like tried to ruin her career, ruin her prospects, ruin her happiness, abuse her, and all these other things, and he still has fans who will defend him, it's just like so gross to me. She has all of this proof and evidence and he has nothing, and it's still men who will, not even just men, it's some really male identified women who will also just completely side with him and like justify his behavior or his abuse. It's really scary because you'll see like there's no perfect victim. Like this girl, if there was a perfect victim, she would be one. People are still like, they just hate black women so much. I don't like how this child is being weaponized against her to drain her, because you can tell that like she loves her child, she loves her career, and she's just trying to focus on being a mom and progressing her career. And it's like this man cannot stand to see her be happy and thrive. I think the bigger problem is like she's always had a brighter star than he has, and you could tell that he resented her for that. Like if a man wants you to belittle yourself or shrink yourself down, that's already a red flag. So I just want to come at this from a perspective of grace, because I don't want to blame her for this situation. Sometimes like it's hard to see red flags like when you're infatuated, and I don't want to make it seem like it's her fault for not leaving sooner, because eventually she did leave, and right now she's taking action through the courts and she's doing the right thing. And I just want everybody to have grace for her and remember that like she's not perfect, we're not perfect, no one's perfect, and it's easy to be critical of somebody when you're viewing things from an outside perspective. Now, the main thing that I want to get into today, and not just focusing on her, but it's just like in general, like you have to stop dating people who don't like you, people who hate you, people who resent you, people who are envious of you, people who find any reason to dim you down, put you down, belittle you, hate you, objectify you, sexualize you. All of these things are very, very big red flags. And I know that it's hard to ignore those things, especially when you think you found the right person, or this is what's meant to be, or this is something that's great. Eventually, it's going to blow up in your face. Now, this is like my first real relationship. I'm sorry, all my exes, I don't really care about y'all. It is what it is. Anybody I dated before, it is what it is. Like I've found somebody who I feel like is my other half, my soulmate. And every other relationship before that is like games to me. Like I really didn't care. So I can see from I can't, because I've never felt this way about other people, but I have been on the receiving end of this, where there was one particular friendship and also one particular relationship where I was in, where the person, they hated my guts, like they hated me. And it took me a really long time to see that. So I can understand from her perspective why she was excusing a lot of his behavior or just passing it off. Maybe it's like a quirk of his personality. You could tell like she was really into him and he made her laugh. He made her happy. He got her a lot of gifts. But when you look back on it, it's like, oh, this is kind of manipulative. Maybe this is love bombing. There are lots of different tactics that abusers will use. Isolation is one of them. I don't know if that was the case, but I remember when, I don't know if she was pregnant at this time, but there was a video that went around. I'll see if I can include it in the video, where she was making jokes about being a mermaid and stuff. And his whole family, they were like just giggling and stuff. And I guess it was supposed to be like a joke about her appearance or whatever. I'm not sure. I'll rewatch it and clarify my thoughts after this.
What made me and Mo is that y'all are the first human family that's accepted me. And sorry, I can't. just.
It's okay.
I met Moo when he was scuba diving in the Maldives. And, you know, he was just a really nice person. And the first woman who's been so kind to me, you know.
This is so sad.
And, you know, in the fish land, everybody say my eyes are too far apart. And that.
Oh my God. Come on, y'all. Let her finish. Let her talk.
This is really hard for me, but I just have to thank y'all so much for accepting me for who I am.
Yeah, so after rewatching it, I think my opinion still stands. And this is like one of my biggest pet peeves in general. This is one of my biggest pet peeves in general, when you have to make yourself the butt of a joke in order to entertain your significant other or people around you who are supposed to be in positions of care. So yeah, the joke is definitely, I guess, about her parents, and I don't feel like they're laughing with her. It seems more like they're laughing at her. Maybe I'm misunderstanding the family dynamic because this is only like a short clip. But I remember when I first saw this video, I was like, but what's funny? Like, why are we laughing? Yeah, so that's just my opinion. Continuing. But for me, it's just like people will show you who they are and you have to believe them. It's really, really sad because for me, when I was in this friendship and also in this relationship, I could not tell. But it would be like little things that would happen where I'm like, why are you doing this? Like, if you cared about me, why are you putting me in this situation? Or if we were really like together, why are you also putting me in this situation? So I think in your heart, sometimes you can tell and you can notice when something is happening, but it's easier to ignore it and disregard that and justify, because you usually want to see the best in the person you're with. Like I told my girlfriend, I don't think being gullible is a bad thing. It's good to be gullible. You should be trusting of people. You shouldn't have bad faith in people, but you also should be discerning. If someone shows you who they are, you have to believe them. And I would hope that now that she's a mother, now that she's older, she'll recognize that. But the dogpiling is quite obnoxious. I don't get it. It's like the same thing when I was defending Meg to people and they were just looking for any excuse to like invalidate her. It's like, okay, it doesn't matter what she did prior to that. Like, that's not a justification for shooting somebody. And even with the Halle Bailey situation, people will justify like, oh, well, she's done this before to him and she's done that before. And then I'll see the clips and I'm like, no, this is not an equivalent. Luckily, there hasn't been too much released. I'm disappointed because all this stuff always comes out through TMZ. I don't know how they get the information they do. But every time I see these things on my timeline, it makes me quite sad. So, my main point of the video, gonna double back. Don't date people who hate you. Don't be friends with people who hate you. Don't be around people who are envious of you and they want to dim your light. Those people are never going to be of a benefit to you, and over time it's going to drain you. Maybe it'll change your personality. You'll start to disdain yourself. You can go to a really dark place being around people like this. So in my opinion, my advice for anybody who can see themselves in a Halle situation or can see her as themselves or can relate to the situation is just get out as soon as you can. If you are doing something and their first reaction isn't enthusiastic, appreciative support, and it's like, oh, are you sure? Is that what you want to do? Like this type of stuff, you know that this person does not have your best interest at heart. Because if someone's response to something of good news from you is not curious, but it's negative and pessimistic and dismissive, like you know that situation is not going to improve. It's not going to get much better. So that's all that I'm going to say about this situation. Yeah. Now, if you're still here and you're still watching or whatever, I'm thinking about shifting to more streaming focused content just because I love filming. I love being on camera, but I really don't like editing anymore. It's just like really exhausting for me and I don't want to hire an editor. And right now I'm changing jobs again. Whoa, surprise. Not really. And I just want to make sure that things are stable. And I'm just going to learn from my lesson and stop praising companies because at the end of the day, they're there to exploit you. Like I said, I don't dream of labor, but I was definitely swindled by this current job. But that's okay. So eventually I'm going to be shifting jobs, shifting locations. I'm going to be moving in and away to a different city. And things are looking very bright and optimistic. So I just want to say, you know, from the situation that I've come from and the background that I've come from and everything that I've done and all that I can continue to be, I just want to say, if you're watching this video and you need some type of enthusiastic support or validation, just know that you're doing great things. You're growing really far and there's no limit to what you can do. just keep it up. Keep doing what you're doing. Believe in yourself. And I say the same thing to myself all the time. Daily affirmations will be your best friend. Fix that self-esteem, fix that self-worth, fix that self-love, and life will just keep gracing you and blessing you. And you don't have to worry about the negatives too much. Okay? So that's all I'm going to say. And hopefully the next video I can be on camera. I want to try streaming, but I want to stream on YouTube. I don't really want to stream on Twitch. I've been doing that before, but I feel like Twitch is for gaming content. I know it's not, but that's just like my perspective. So yeah, I do want a game, but I also just want to do like chats and social commentary and that type of stuff. I'm going to try and keep this video short and sweet so I can edit it quickly and upload it. And I'm going to try and find time in my day to just upload and edit quickly. And yeah, okay, bye. Peace.